F's in the chat because a game has just died. And when you compare its population to Destiny 2's current population, it tells an absolutely alarming story. The game we're talking about is New World. You may have heard of it, you may have played it, and they just recently posted an update that they're shutting the servers. They're shutting it down. It's over. New World's been out for, I think, about 4 years now, and a lot of people actually have enjoyed this game, but its ROI apparently wasn't good enough. So Amazon Studios has decided to shut it down along with like massive layoffs. I mean, we have just witnessed like 30,000 layoffs from Amazon, which is like 10% of its workforce. It's been an absolutely crazy time. And New World here was caught in the crosshairs. We're going to go over their statement to their community, but it tells a really alarming story, especially when you compare it to Destiny 2 right now. So this is New World's Steam charts, and this game, for context, is also on console. I'm not sure if it has a more popular console market than its Steam, but 36,000 players in the last 24-hour peak, which is pretty good. And I mean, the last 7 days have been pretty good, 41,000. You can see the peaks there. It's regularly hitting about 40,000 players. And then when you go look at Destiny 2's Steam charts, we're hitting about half that. We're at about 20,000 players per every 7-day period. So Destiny 2, at least on Steam, is doing about half as successful as New World, a game that has just shut down. And you might think to yourself, okay, well, maybe Bungie has a better ROI. I mean, obviously, we've got a million microtransactions in this game when it comes to Eververse and all these, dungeon keys and season passes and annual expansions and you name it, right? Maybe, and we don't know. We don't know what Bungie's budget is like, but let me show you something else. The current number of devs that work on Destiny 2 is about 550 people by our estimations. So 550 people producing about 20,000 players on average in the last 7 days. The amount of people working on New World is 120. So they have about 20% of the workforce producing double the population of Destiny 2 right now. And that ROI was not good enough to sustain their game. Now, obviously, they could be terrible at microtransactions. Maybe they don't understand cosmetics like Destiny 2. Of course, that's probably the case. Let's be real. Bungie, they have the cosmetics locked in, right? Pete's driving around town right now in Seattle in a Maserati. But it is definitely alarming when you think about it, right? A game that has double the population of Destiny 2 currently, at least on Steam, in the last 7 days, with 20% the devs, dies. Destiny 2, 550 employees, 20,000 population on Steam. Obviously, we know that the console charts are much better. We know that Destiny 2, it was a console game that was brought over to PC. We know this from the Popularity Report. Those console players are literally the lifeblood of this franchise. But keep in mind that there are also console players on New World. We don't know if to the same extent, but it just needs to be said. There's also this game on console too. So now what does the statement say from the company themselves? As New World recognizes its 4th anniversary since launching on PC, so they've been out for 4 years, we reflect on an incredible journey shaped by our dedicated player community. Your feedback and passion have been instrumental in evolving Aeternum into the world it is today, and our team is deeply grateful for the shared adventure. After 4 years of steady content updates and a major new console release, we've reached a point where it is no longer sustainable to continue supporting the game with new content updates. God, that hurts so much. And the reason why this hurts, not because I'm a big New World fan, I didn't really play the game much. If I'm being completely honest, I watched Glad play this game, and that's about the extent to which I understand New World. But the reason why this hurts is because I never want to see games die, especially because I can almost like sympathize, empathize with the fact that this could one day be Bungie posting a news article about Destiny 2. I mean, that would truly be a dagger to the heart. Imagine Bungie on their official website, they post their last ever TWID, and they say, after 8 years of steady content and updates, and a major new expansion inside Destiny 2 Renegades, we've reached a point to where it is no longer sustainable to continue supporting Destiny 2 with new content updates. I mean, we're not there yet. I hope that that is many years from now. Honestly, I hope that never happens. Just the thought of that alone almost brings tears to my eyes. The recently launched Season 10 and Nighthaven update will serve as the final content release for New World on PC and consoles. It is only after much consideration that we've reached this decision. To thank you, the New World community, for your support over the years, we have made the Night Haven release available to you for free to ensure all New World players can experience this content. We also made Rise of the Angry Earth free for all PC players, which is really nice. They're like, hey, we're heading out, but we're going to bow out with grace. You know, we're going to continue to let you guys play the game. Obviously, you spent money purchasing it, and we want you to get that experience and get to play everything all the way through. We're making things free. Now, we apologize. I'm sure a lot of people would probably want a refund, especially because I believe like some new content came out recently, which may be part of the reason why they're hitting 40,000 regularly. So some people might still be salty about it. We'll be reading those opinions down in the comments below. In the coming months, we will provide more details on what to expect and other essential information. Rest assured, our intention is to keep servers operating throughout 2026, allowing our community time to continue their adventures in Aeternum. Additionally, New World Aeternum will still be downloadable for PlayStation Plus members, Extra and Premium. Players of Aeternum, your dedication and enthusiasm have made this New World adventure an unforgettable journey. We're deeply grateful for every moment you've spent helping build this extraordinary world alongside us. It has been an honor to share Aeternum with you. Thank you for helping make this game something truly special. And that's it. And they're gone just like that. They give us an entire section of FAQ, which is interesting, right? How long will you be able to play the game for? They say we will provide more details on what you can expect in the coming months. We will provide a minimum of 6 months notice before making any changes that impact your ability to play New World, which is nice, you know, so you're going to get that deadline, right? When the last day is, when they finally, you know, flip the switch and shut the servers off. You'll have 6 months notice before that. And honestly, that would be heartbreaking. Are you sunsetting the game? No, not at this time. While New World will not be receiving new content updates, servers will be live through 2026. Our focus has been on completing the Season 10 Night Haven content update and sharing it with our players. So even after shutting down, no sunsetting, Bungie could never. I'm kidding. Can I install New World if I had previously purchased the game? Yes, if you previously purchased New World, then you can download and install the game again. Very nice. If you want to hop in for one last hoorah, will I still be able to use my in-game currency? Yes, you will still be able to purchase and use in-game currency. Of course, they'll still take your money. I mean, hey, this game's dying, but you know, if you want to give Papa Bezos a buck or two, you know, he's not going to say no. If this changes, we will share an update with the community. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos on his yacht smoking a cigar. Will I still be able to purchase in-game currency for use in the game? Yes, you'll still be able to purchase and use in-game currency. If this changes, we will share an update with the community. Hey, like I said, they'll take your money. We're shutting it down, but if you want to give us some money along the way, we're not going to stop you. I feel like they should shut that part off probably. You should just, you know, let the ship sink. Give everyone infinite currency so they can buy all the cosmetics. Like, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Will I still be able to buy the game after October 28th? You will be able to purchase the game on all platforms until further notice. While we don't have an update yet for how long that will be, we will share that information with the community as soon as we can. So if you want to, now's your chance to buy this dead game before they shut it off and don't give you the ability to do so, right? You still have access, right? How long will the game stay on PlayStation Plus? You'll be able to play New World on PlayStation Plus until further notice. While we don't have an update yet for how long that will be, we will share that information with the community as soon as we can. Will there be any additional bug fixes, server mergers, etc. after Season 10? Yes. While there will be no new content coming to the game after Season 10, we will continue to keep the game running smoothly. Oh, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? They're going out in style, at least. You know, they're keeping it classy. Are refunds available for Marks of Fortune purchases? No, refunds are not available for Marks of Fortune purchases. This I strongly disagree with. I'll give you a good example. When you got banned, if you were in Russia, for example, when you got banned from being able to play Destiny 2, like they shut the servers down, everyone gets to peer error code, they should have allowed everyone to get refunds for Edge of Fate. Because you purchased a 6-month cycle of content and you were not given said 6-month cycle of content. And even though you were given maybe everything that was meant to be released in Edge of Fate in terms of like the campaign and the raids and stuff, I think that when you promise something like for a period of time, like Edge of Fate is for 6 months, right? You should be given all of that. And if the company cannot provide that due to, changing in their policies or the game shutting down in this situation, that's on them to make it right, and they should refund you, the player. Even if it happened one day before Renegades launched, if the servers just completely imploded, I still think they should do the right thing and give people refunds for situations like this, because it's just the right thing to do. When you promise someone a product, you have to make good on that. Otherwise, you lose the goodwill of the players. And even from this alone, from the game getting shut down, this definitely burns the reputation of the studio. I just bought the game. Can I get a refund? Please check with customer support for the platform where you purchased New World for assistance. That's insane. Imagine you literally just bought New World yesterday. You're like, hey, what's this game all about? Boom, you log in. The next day, you learn that the game is literally dead. There's someone out there that's just like, their whole life is in a tailspin right now. They're like, what the fuck? I just got into this game, Will there still be seasonal events, world bosses, and bonus weeks? World bosses, bonus weeks, and some seasonal events will continue, but there will be no more holiday events. And there it is. That's the last that we're ever going to hear of this game, New World. It's over. And what's crazy is I feel like when you see a game die like this, when it has this much of a player base, it's very alarming to me. I'm like, wow, like they have like 40,000 people regularly. I mean, when we go back a month, right? Let's say we go back to the month, okay? You can see here, there's an update that clearly happened October 13th. So that's 2 weeks ago, we had an update. You hit 40,000 players every single day since then. So for 2 weeks straight, they're just regularly hitting 40K players, Before that, what were we hitting? 24,000 players, 20,000 players, 18,000 players, right? That's where we're at in Destiny 2 right now, And it wasn't at this point that they decided to shut the doors. It was definitely at this point right here where they're like, holy crap, we are so deep in the red. Like we are literally burning money every month. We have 120 devs working on this game, and that equals, well over $1 million every month needing to be spent in just paying these devs. Way over that, especially to include marketing and everything else. And we are not profitable at all. I can only imagine that it has to be just as bad, if not worse, for Destiny 2 right now. Like the numbers just don't add up. They're at half of that of New World. When you look back at 1 month right now, it's been a rough month. Like look at a month ago, 15,000 players at this peak. Look over here, another 16,000 player peak. And remember, they are having to pay like 5 times as much every month because they have 550 dedicated devs to Destiny 2. 5 times as much is an insane comparison. Like it's not even a close comparison. It would be one thing if like Destiny 2 and New World had like the same population, but maybe Destiny 2 has a slightly bigger studio. You'd be like, oh, okay, it's bad, but like Bungie, they're locked in with their microtransactions, so we're good, And to be fair, even if Bungie is able to break even or even remain profitable, I don't know how long that continues on for, especially as we see a popularity report that just continues to show downward regression in player population, right? Like it's going down and down and down and down, which means that Bungie, in order to remain either profitable or break even or wherever they're at right now, they have to get more out of you, the individual player. Each player has to make a higher percentage more. So they need more transactions out of you from the Eververse. They need you to buy more stuff in terms of expansions, which probably fewer people are doing, and they're already selling the next expansion on a budget. Renegades is already on sale, right? And it hasn't even been out yet. To pretend that this isn't alarming is crazy. And I know some people out there will try to spin it in another way, and that's fine. You're more than welcome to believe that the data brings you to a different conclusion. But if you do think that, feel free to comment that down below, because I would love to see how you can twist this into being something positive. I feel like the mental gymnastics that would be required to say that Destiny 2 is doing fine, dude, this game's doing fine, it's good, is insane to me, especially when we can look at the other games that are literally dying today and what numbers they put up. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. We'll keep you up to date on all things Destiny 2 and beyond now, okay? We're branching out a little bit. Make sure you're subbed if you want to stay up to date on all crazy news in gaming in general.